I was at home. My parents were out. My mum called me.
9 public housing towers in those postcodes will be the subject of a complete lockdown, effective immediately.
I realised that we're in complete lockdown, as in we can't go out for exercise, can't go out for work, we can't go get groceries and any essentials either. You can see police presence on every access point. It's scary. It is traumatic.
And I live here. You're
go inside and sleep in your building.
Sir, you have no right and authority to tell me what to do and what not to do.
It's an extreme lockdown for the 3,000 people living in 9 public housing towers across Melbourne. 21-year-old Dima Abdu lives with her parents and 3 siblings in a small flat. Dinner has just arrived.
This was supposed to be food for 6 people today.
There are now 53 confirmed cases of COVID-19 across the lockdown towers. And that may rise. The government wants to test every single resident over the next 3 days.
The situation basically is I haven't stepped outside, not for a second. I opened my door just to look at some of the food that was dropped to me.
Social worker Ahmed Dini lives in one of the North Melbourne towers with his flatmate. Some of his friends have tested positive.
And the good thing is, a lot of them are actually calling people. They're calling their mates. They're telling people, I got tested positive. So we know that there are positive viruses in the community. No one expected for someone to go on lockdown, especially in Australia. We didn't expect that. But, obviously there's members of the community who couldn't understand that. Why is it happening to us? Are we different? Do we happen to be a different class of people? At the same time, I really completely understand. If you see the conditions where we live in, the size of these buildings, the communal corridors and lifts that we share, then you will be concerned about how easily coronavirus can spread in these communities.
These high-rises have a long and checkered history with police, accused of stopping and searching young men because of the colour of their skin, and allegations of police brutality aired in court and in the media. So it's no wonder these communities are extra sensitive when police roll in.
I'm cooperating with him, not you, dickhead. You're a dickhead. You're a dickhead. Don't touch him. We didn't touch you. Don't touch you. Don't touch him. There's going to be stuff in your building.
But there's nothing in our building. They're dumb. There's nothing. Everyone's starving.
They don't have trust in the police, and having them now standing armed in their foyers around the bottom of their building does not engender a sense of safety and security. It feels like they're inside a siege.
500 police per day to actually police and make sure that we were supporting those residents who were in quarantine in those towers and making sure they were getting the services they required.
A lot of members of our community are scared of a backlash. Right now, it actually looks like, we're the only people in Australia who are poor. We basically are not heeding to restrictions. We're spreading the virus. We don't care about anybody else. And that's far-fetched from the truth.
They seem harsh, and they are harsh, but in fact, I think they're quite necessary because we need to make sure that cases that are currently in those buildings don't move around and take the infection elsewhere.
Public health expert Professor Philip Russo maintains there's a sound reason for the drastic lockdown.
A number of people who are living in the towers have chronic conditions, which makes them a little bit more vulnerable to severe illness. And it's just the close quarters.
It's a mammoth task making sure the high-rise residents have enough food to last for 5 days.
We're packing meals to go to North Melbourne.
What have we got in these meals?
Cottage pies, we have pasta plate, and we also have a selection of vegetarian meals.
Grocery boxes and medicine are being delivered, but some residents say it's not enough. In Melbourne's west, Josh Cameron, Hayley Butcher and their 2 children are under a less restrictive lockdown.
Here we are at home. We're going to be here for another month. I think we'll be okay. We're going to take care of each other and just get on with life as normal.
They're allowed out to shop for groceries, provide care, exercise, work and study. But they're separated from loved ones.
I don't get to see my grandma and love my grandma so much.
His grandma Kathy is also in lockdown a few suburbs away.
Hey Mum, how are you? So we'll drop it over.
My mum lives on her own and she's a cancer survivor, so we want to make sure we can still care for her. I think that means I can go and give her food, maybe go inside, practice social distancing, so no hugs, and then come home.
Hello, sweetie. How are you?
Good. Here you go.
Thank you.
Josh's best.
Excellent. How are the babies?
Good.
Good. You surviving all right?
You're okay.
Well, love to everybody. Get
All
the
right.
squeeze a cuddle.
Elbows.
Elbows.
All right.
If you look down, basically I'm high up.
Back at his high-rise apartment, Ahmed Dinu looks forward to life returning to normal.
Our parents survived refugee camps, they survived civil wars. We can definitely survive a 14-day quarantine.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.